introduce our guest MC for tonight, Bernie Wagenblast. Was first heard by folks in the tri-state area in 1979. That's when she made her debut as a traffic reporter on radio stations such as 1010, WINS, and WABC. Subsequently, her career and life have taken interesting twists and turns. Since 2009, her voice has been heard daily by millions of riders on the city subway. She is also the voice of the AirTrain at Newark Liberty International Airport and on PATCO in South Jersey and Philadelphia. More recently, she was asked by Lin-Manuel Miranda to serve as the voice of the train conductor on the new Warriors album. At the start of 2023, Bernie came out as a transgender woman and has used her platform to raise trans visibility. So now I'll hand it over to Bernie.
Thank you so much for being here. As you know, my name is Bernie Wagenblast. I'm honored to be your host tonight. Actually, it kind of feels natural to be speaking in a subway station.
Yes.
But I usually don't do it live. Now, some of you, perhaps all of you, know me as the voice of the subway, the one constantly reminding you to please stand away from the platform edge. I spent most of my career behind the mic doing traffic reports, voice announcements, and keeping New Yorkers moving. But in the last couple of years, I've also stepped into my truth publicly as a transgender woman. So it's a real joy to be here tonight, surrounded by fellow LGBTQ folks who have found meaning, identity, and careers in the world of public transit. Tonight, we're not just telling stories about trains. We're telling stories about transformation and connection. Tonight, we'll hear a powerful group of employees of the MTA, all members of the Pride Express ERG, as Amy mentioned. This event is part of the museum's larger Subway Is project, which celebrates the deeply human connection between public transit and the people of the city. And tonight, we're honored to bring queer voices to the front of the train. Thank you for being here to listen, witness, and celebrate. Before we introduce our storytellers, I'd like to take a few moments to share a little more of my own story. Last year, I was asked by CBS Mornings to participate in the Note to Self series. I wrote a letter to my 18-year-old self. I had transitioned, before I had transitioned, and I felt it perfect to read for this event, since it's a story about what transit and the subway came to mean to me and my life. Dear Bernie, you are about to graduate high school. The dream you had since 5th grade about being on the radio is going to come true in less than a year. An adventure lies before you, but a secret is holding you back. Radio is your passion, but it will also distract you from that constant desire you've had from your earliest memories, the wish you had been born a girl. I know why you've kept this part of yourself hidden all these years. You're afraid of what sharing it will mean. It seems there's no way that you can live your life and what you see as a normal life. Your career in broadcasting would never get off the ground, and you fear you'd be condemned to a life of loneliness. In just a few years, you'll start to share who you really are, but in very limited ways. The first person you will tell will be a college girlfriend, but shortly afterward, she will break up with you, confirming your deepest fears. The next person will be the woman you marry. You feel you must tell her your secret before you ask her to spend the rest of her life with you. It's the most terrifying conversation you've ever had. You're almost sure she will break off the relationship, but after you shed many tears, she will tell you she still loves you, and that you can stay together as long as this remains a secret between the two of you. I know it seems impossible from your vantage point in the mid-1970s to believe this, but the world will change, and people like you will become more visible and accepted. They will be stars on television and in films. They will be elected to office and play sports. They will also be everyday people doing everyday jobs. You will become friends with many of these people. A new word will be used to describe people like us: transgender. I know you've often asked yourself and God why you have this burden. What purpose does it serve? It will take decades for you to get an answer to that question, but it will finally be revealed to you. You will be able to use who you are as an example to help others. In the years ahead, you will meet and talk with other transgender people. They will help you not feel so alone. They will help you better understand yourself. Listen and learn from them. Your sense of humor will also help you to handle your emotions. You'll find what's funny in everyday life, and that will allow you to make yourself and others smile. You'll also see how the universe seems to have a sense of humor. For example, you'll discover that due to a typo on your birth certificate, you've always been registered as a female. You don't know it yet, but there's this thing called a podcast. Consider it a modern form of radio. It will allow you to tell your story to millions of people and share it worldwide. It will help your voice reach so many more people and let them know they are not alone. One day, millions of people will know your voice. It will be used in places that you can't even imagine. It won't be until 2017 that you finally take steps to live on the outside how you've always felt on the inside. You'll see others that have transitioned. A final push will come when a friend helps you to attend a support group event as your true self. Your fear of being a laughingstock will disappear, and you'll realize that you can do this. When you do transition, it will bring great happiness, but it will also cause pain. Your 4 decades-long marriage will come to an end. However, many friends, neighbors, and colleagues will support you. You'll return to your high school and tell a group that includes a former teacher and current students who you are. Believe it or not, they will applaud and congratulate you. For the first time in your life, you will be comfortable in your own skin. Throughout life, you've had to deal with bullies. When hatred makes you think, or I should say when hatred makes you upset, think of all you've accomplished in life and the good you are doing to help others. Remember, the only person's actions you are responsible for are your own. If there is one final bit of advice that I can offer, it's to trust yourself. If you are true to yourself and care for others, you won't go wrong. You will make mistakes and have trials along the way, but they will teach you. Never give up hope. You will eventually live that life you've always hoped for, and you will thrive. Thank you. My story is just one of many stories, and you're going to hear a number of stories this evening. Our first storyteller once and only been operated a professional DJ company for over 20 years, but his current title is at the MTA is Delivery Manager of Timekeepers.